live. Check it.
Just a reminder, please fill in every spot. We are very tight today. Apologize. Also, this tent will be removed before the ceremony starts. So the orange tent will be removed before the ceremony starts, so don't worry about having to look through it.
don't know what the Well, my biggest thing is just power me out. I gotta deal with my problems. I gotta fight with my equipment. Yes. They gotta walk through the stadium though, they keep trying to come down the front.
As you enter the stadium, if you are looking for a restroom, they are on the north side of our stadium in the building just to the north of our bleachers. There's men's and women's over there, just on the north side of the stadium. tell the guys in the booth the camera's going to demo mode again. We're live and we're recording. Somebody down the line is going to take this thing over there. So we're going to go that way so we don't hit the cameras a little bit. Then we're going to go all the way over to the kids, okay? Yeah. Ready? 1, 2, 3, lift. Go that way. Alright. Alright. Sam, you're going too far. You got to come through here. Alright, let's go. Slideshow, okay. Hey, Jeremy, can you check if that one has a SD card in it already?
Where am I looking?
Open it up and see if it has one in it.
Where?
Access, card open.
Oh, this one? Do I just plug it? Oh. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Alright, great, close it. Which one am I shaking? Two. Okay, so you have audio.
I smell like a sound. I'm younger year, when all our shadows disappeared, the animals inside came out to play. Went face to face with all our fears, learned our lessons through the tears, made memories we knew would never fade. One day my father, he told me, son, don't let it slip away. He took me in his arms, I heard him say, when you get older, your wild heart will live for younger days. Think of me if ever you're afraid. He said one day you'll leave this world behind, so live a life you will remember. My father told me when I was just a child, these are the nights that never die. My father told me. Start pouring down, light a fire they can't put out, carve your name into those shining stars. He said go venture far beyond the shores, don't forsake this life of yours, I'll guide you home no matter where you are. One day my father, he told me, son, don't let it slip away. When I was just a kid I heard him say, when you get older your wild heart will live for younger days. Think of me if ever you're afraid. He said one day you'll leave this world behind, so live a life you will remember. My father told me when I was just a child, these are the nights that never die. My father told me. These are the nights that never die. My father told me.
One, two, three.
Turn it
Big wheels keep on turning, carry me home just like you, singing songs about the Southland. I miss Alabama once again, and I think it's the same.
afternoon, everyone. My name is Carolina Garavito, and I'm the senior class president. And I would like to welcome you to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2022. Please stand for the salute to the flag and the national anthem. Please remove all hats and caps. Graduates, you may keep your graduation caps on. Please join me now in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for our national anthem sung by Senior Ava Page.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Thank you.
Thank you. Please be seated. And now I would like to introduce our first speaker, Quinlan Monzo, with her speech, Effort.
Effort is everything. One of the very few things in life that we can control. In the seemingly life or death experience of high school, we are forced to confront the importance of effort every single second. How much effort we put into relationships, classes, extracurriculars, our health, our families, that's all that matters. Don't you sometimes wish, though, that you could live an immensely successful and joyful life without even trying? Without lifting a finger, the world just morphs to perfectly fit your frame. It's a nice thought to entertain for a moment, but not for any longer than that, because you will eventually realize that effort makes your life. This is all starting to sound familiar, yes? 'Tis not the destination, but the journey that matters. What you put out into the world is what you receive, yada yada. But what about this quote? It's my personal favorite. To love and win is the best thing. To love and lose, the next best. William Thackeray. When I first heard this quote, it transformed how I felt about all the relationships in my life that have ever involved some kind of love. I thought especially about the ones that hurt. I've always been one to love wholeheartedly, and until this quote tapped my eardrums, I saw that as a fault. This doesn't just apply to people. I mean, it applies to passions, hobbies, dreams. I put my whole heart into everything that I did. But when things didn't end up the way I'd hoped, I aimed my anger at the love I originally put into them. I know now that's not the right reaction. We hesitate to put our 110% into things. Take procrastination, for example. While many may believe that holding off to the last minute is a sign of laziness, what if it's really a sign of fear, of care? We hesitate to put our all into things because if we don't get the right results, what was the point? All that time, all that effort, wasted. But really, time or effort is never wasted. Sure, time flies. I mean, it feels like we were freshmen just a week ago who littered enough that the school placed an effective ban on some plots of turf with caution tape. Just a day ago, we were sophomores, socially in crises and physically awkward. A minute ago, juniors, spending our days with torsos runway ready and bottom halves of patterned pajamas. And a second ago, we were filing onto this field. 4 years, 3 color days, 2 farewell assemblies, 1 prom, 0 senior pranks. There's still time. The way these memories flash by brings about a jittery sense of urgency. I understand, but really, when it comes to whatever you want to achieve, continuing your education, getting a career, building a family, creating art, whatever energy you spend on it is meaningful, even if it may not lead directly to your goal, and you have plenty of time. This speech is a verbal way of me grabbing your shoulders and shaking them. I urge you to never see any sort of effort as wasted. Don't be afraid to form meaningful friendships and connections, even though we will very soon be saying goodbye. Don't be afraid to explore all the majors and subjects in college with the utmost curiosity, even if you may never tread most of those paths again. Don't be afraid to fully love yourself. Despite our compulsions, success is not measured by numbers or accolades. I can only hope that in life you love everything you do and everyone around you with your whole heart. Because in this life, nothing is forever. So loving something wholeheartedly, even if you might lose it, is the best thing that you can do. Thank you. Now, it is an absolute privilege to introduce our next speaker, Sadie Metcalf, with her speech, the beginning, the end, and what we've learned in between.
I remember our first day of high school perfectly. I walked onto campus, my head held high, my backpack filled to the brim, and my mind was racing with excitement and nervousness. Soon, I was squished with all of you on that small freshman lawn, talking about our classes, planning our weekends, and giggling about the little stink bugs crawling on the floor around us. We admired the cool seniors with their stylish outfits and flawless friendships. We waltzed through our days, noticing everyone and everything. We were so young. As seniors, we took our well-earned place on the opposite side of campus, but we still giggled together at lunch. We still admire those cool seniors, and this year we also hope that the freshmen looked at us that way. And we continued to waltz through campus, waving and saying hi to everyone we've met the past 4 years, still noticing everyone and everything. However, unlike our freshman year selves, we now have 4 years of high school experience under our belts, and those 4 years have made us experts in navigating anything that comes our way. For example, now I know how to get to the front of the Tiger Express line, I know how to not finish all of my reading and still sound smart, and I know how to sneak onto this very field very late at night. Today, on our graduation day, I want to share 4 lessons I've learned throughout high school, 1 for each year. During Club Rush freshman year, I walked up to the tables and eagerly listened to the club officers pitch their clubs. That night, I came home and told my mom, I signed up for 14 clubs today. She laughed at me, saying that was insane. It was insane. I see it now. But also, I admire my freshman self. I'd unabashedly put myself out there, met new people, and took some risks. I'm sure you all put yourselves out there too, trying virtual business, a new sport, the fall play. So, lesson number 1, try new things. That's how you'll find your passions. Sophomore year. This year was somewhat of a blur for me. I was super focused on getting good grades, even if it meant staying up too late studying or feeling way too stressed out. I wish I could have told my sophomore self to take a break, to go and get Menchie's with friends after school, or run around Garfield Park at 11 p.m. at night, or dare to try something new on the High Life menu. So lesson number 2, find a balance between work and play. You can study hard and still make time to take care of yourself. During junior year, COVID made it hard for us to see each other much except over Zoom, but we bonded through the turmoil in the world around us. You could often find us on the corner of Mission and Fair Oaks protesting for Black lives. We learned that we had the power and the voices to speak up and make change, and we developed a sense of awareness and of activism. So, lesson number 3, Speak up for whatever you believe in. Our voices can and will make a difference. And finally, senior year. Back on campus for the first day of school, we wore homemade senior t-shirts and decorated our cars. We won every class contest on color day, and we went to as many football games, school dances, and events as we could. We realized that we couldn't take anything for granted. So my last lesson, take it all in and appreciate every moment. Today, at our last school event together, we laugh and we cry and we celebrate these past 4 years. We remember the past, absorb the present, and admire the future. Though I'm already feeling nostalgic about this day and about SPHS, I've learned to live in the moment. Let's experience this together, right here, right now. I know you weren't expecting to learn anything on the final day of high school, but as we graduate from SPHS, I hope you'll remember my final 4 lessons. Try new things, find balance, speak up, and appreciate every moment. Thank you to my family, my friends, my teachers, and of course to all of you. And congratulations to the class of 2022. And now, let me welcome up our senior class secretary, Kaden Ho.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kaden Ho, and I've served as this year's senior class secretary. I have the honor of introducing to you our guests and dignitaries from the South Pasadena Unified School District, beginning with our superintendent, Dr. Jeff Yonts. Also with us from the SPUSD District's office, Mrs. Christiane Gervais, Assistant Superintendent, Instructional Services. Dr. Linda Young, Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources. Mr. Dennis Lefebvre, Executive Director, Student Support Services. And finally, from the SPUSD Board of Education, Board President, Mr. Zahir Rob. Board Clerk, Dr. Patricia Martinez Miller. And board members, Mrs. Carissa Adams, Dr. Ruby Kalra, and Dr. Michelle Kipke. And now I would like to introduce to you our principal, Mr. John Eldred.
Thank you, Caden. Good afternoon, everyone. I wanted to take a moment just to recognize these students and how challenging the last 4 years have been for them. The last time high school was disrupted to this extent in this country, we were at war with Germany and the Empire of Japan. Think about that for a moment. That is how disruptive COVID was to education in this country. And yet, despite that, these young adults sitting before us made it through. None of us, except these students, will ever have any concept of what it is to try to get an education in the middle of a pandemic, something literally on the scale of a world war. And yet they did. And now they've arrived at the very moment they've been looking forward to. It was courage and hard work that got them here. And I know you are all just as proud of them as I am. Congratulations. Superintendent Yonts, I have the honor of presenting to you 356 candidates for graduation from South Pasadena High School. All of these students have satisfactorily completed the requirements for the state of California, as well as those set forth by the South Pasadena Unified District. And you are right there.
Mr. Robb, President of the Board of Education of South Pasadena Unified School District, as Superintendent of School District upon certification by John Eldred, Principal of South Pasadena High School, I present to you these candidates and recommend that you award them their diplomas.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the duly elected representative of the people of the South Pasadena Unified School District, I take extreme pleasure in awarding you your diplomas of graduation and confirm upon you the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. May I congratulate you and wish you the best in your future endeavors. And now I would like to welcome you, your senior class president, Carolina Garavito, back to the podium to read the names of the graduates.
Austin Borgading. Andrew Wilson. Milan Martin. Isabella Hurtado. Liam Devia Burke. Yi Feng Zhang. Thompson Crockett. Niall Zing. Vanessa Alvarado. Isabella Wada. Matthew Vargas. Brad Kim. Griffin Topolsky. Alexander Soto. Christopher Liu. Alessandra Lachica. Micah Matsuoka. Winston Shu. Sophia Davison. Jenna Perry. Zachary Mogel. William Kahn. Ellis Cho. London Eli. Aaron Lee. Du Gao. Dominic Cortez Hernandez. Liam Moore. Adio Estridge. Miranda Liu. Sophia Maricine. Ruby Mullen. Lance Giles. Daniel Kim. Shongbo Chi. Sua Wang. Aiden Gale. Ovaris Garcia. Evelyn Dowd. Zoe Hollingsworth. Chao Jun Peng. Solby Jung. Zephyr Galdrikian. Irene Huang. Sail Castro. Catherine Nam. Amber Chen. Phoebe Dickinson. Christopher Rosales. Grace Dennis. Lorian Lien. Emily De Los Reyes. Daniel Marino. Nicholas Chow. Cassandra Huang. Franco De Leon. Alexander Kahn. Lyric Limkeiko. Yeju Lee. Skylar Cowgill. Harlow Morawski. Colin Cragen. Logan Tylen. Aria Smith. Lauren Hu. Raina Pau. Yubin Lee. Albert Perez. Ava Page. Dominic Chamorro. Isabella Evans. June Kim. Lauren Yi. Penelope Aboud. Sejin O. Ethan Shea. Holden Soke. Sandro Salas. Dino Villacorte. Yi Young Kang. Henry Thompson. Aisha Dewan. Aiden Lamb. Samantha Molina. Amanda Walton. Diego Williams. Ashley Tam. Zichin Zhang. Sally Kim. Helena Clark. Blix Hadsail Florin. Yi Ji Lin. Egan Hadsail Florin. Jonathan Kala. Juan Wood. Eleanor Lupian. Sophia Nava. Michelle Campos. Bridget Chung. Hannah Bay. Ashley Chan. Allison Kim. Jessica Mai. Damiano Corona. Aiden Barcohen. Kyle Warwick. Christopher Kuzon. Jack Riffle. Zoe Schlack. Allison C. Garrett Haley. Lulu Telesnik Lopez. Sophie Young. Lauren Fox. Ethan Moo. Alexander Hartleben. Sophia Alva. And Ruth Anavaram. Morgan Lee. Taya Mo. Lauren Calderon. Ark Cheng. Adrian Portillo. Isabella Alfonso. Natalia Echenique. Andrew Buenrostro. Jillian Goldstein. Bodon Levy. Devin Pearson. Maximilian Jimenez. Joshua Ramirez. Leo Barrera. Leighton Ramos Platt. Deanna Lau. Angelina Gomez. Joshua Kim. Christian Cho. Grant Huntley. Daniel Choi. Alexandra Yeager. Alexander Gonzalez. Teddy Williams. Joseph Broderick. Julieta Frias. Jaden Castellon. Sophia Formarco. Karis Kim. Jonathan Guy. Jake St. Clair. Allison Jensen. Eric Chang. Charlie Miller. Elysia Campbell. Sydney Morrow. Heather Roldan. Brady Nakamura. Connor Wang. Michael Olson. Ava Feldman. Aurelia Jane Olguin. Timothy Chang. Julia Shadman. Lena Cho. Hannah Staudenmeyer. Elena Morgan. Mason Wang. Noah Leiter. James Wooten. Michelle Chen. Robert Wooten. Nicholas Lawrence. Alexander Hodis. Jason Bay. Jeno Ree. Joseph Kazarian. Edward Zhao. Zoe Thibault. David San Pedro. Felix Diaz. Landon Douglas. Philson Ho. Sage Waynes. Emily Albornoz. Jing Tai Chen. Matthias Sanchez. Ezekiel Pinnell. Sophia Torres. Dylan Akers. Sky Asaf. Asha Bruce. Henry Dorson. Mia Morgan. Sarah Lee. Emma Smith. Dali Hernandez. Shuang Yang. Gisela Furman. Raphael Shanazarian. Chloe Maurer. Nicholas Salazar. Amir Ghaffari. Sibu Lu. Isaac Chang. Lincoln Lamb. Stephanie Lee. Romy Rodriguez. Jason Liu. Bridget Bisharat. William Michaels. Miranda Aguirre. Isabella Lacau. Jade Gomez. Alex Ramirez. Jillian Ran. Juliet Champagne. Tuva Kateris. David Zhang. Cherry Liu. Iori Adachi. Michael Favela. Francis Lee. Lucas Abrahamian. Aaron Hughes. Isaiah Kim. Ethan Jarrell Estanislao. Emily Garcia. Hank Chen. Joshua Lopez. Corwin Daly. Laura Lopez. Ava Dunville. Christina Salguero. Adam Peters. Olivia Tai. Yuki Miyazaka. Terry Song. Chad Nawahid. Samuel Cool. Noah Aragon. Logan Wynn. Giacomo Master Matteo. Remy Julian Lorenz. Patrick Cruz. Daniel Lin. Diego Argueta. Edward Hernandez. Audrey Bigger. Levi Serbalis. Hayden Bigger. Chandler Huh. Alice Bach. Anton Ostrowski. Sarah Wabo. Dakota Davis. Troy Elsner. Lauren Pithy. Caden Chai. Naya Rain Valenzuela. Gabriela Rodriguez. Charlotte Cohen. William Masterman. Kira Moadesi. Leah Meza. Jamila Zaki. Andrew Kowal. Hee-Song Kim. Elise Gutierrez. Kevin Ade. Sophia Pierce. Carla Pereira Prida. Morgan Lee. Saeed Al-Khatib. Chan Yu Kim. Michael Chung. Alyssa Chan. Alexandra Doig. Drew Kuwahara. Leah Bravo. Amy Yokomizo. Georgia Parson. Sadie Abelson. Cindy Lee. Ian Gallagher. Dory Wang. Caleb Hunt. Sky Harris. Franny Knight. Abigail Garner. Mai Koyama. Yoonjo Lee. Violet Main. Maria Alexi Giuliano Famil. June Rebus. Nikita Mankad. Alyssa Sokolo. Minori Millie. Phoenix Afshar. Sophie Feng. Wilson Au. Nicholas Ivancu. Luca Burke. Elise Walcott. Prince Partain. Felix On. Katrina Cheng. Eric Hong. Nathan Colmenares. Oliver Delisha Baird. Monet Kahayan. Francis Galunas. Avril Chen. Michael Holmes. Morgan Seche. Owen Imasaki. Tony Rods. Thomas Kano. Isa Ogalimbi. Noah Kuhn. Ali Sheikh. Michelle Lamb. Jacqueline Cortez. Sophia Murrow. Valerie Hernandez. Zachary Osborne. Ella Diaz. Diana Perea. Keon Garami. Nor Romans. Steve Kim. Teresa Murray. Lucian St. Vaughn. Katie Wilson. Kennedy Taylor. Kaya Clemens. Lev Tamikin. Robert Bright. Jaquan Santos. Maya Turan. Quinlan Monzo. Caden Ho. Sadie Metcalf.
And lastly, Carolina Garavito.
And now I would like to bring up the stage to our senior class treasurer, Maya Turan, for the presentation of the class gift.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Maya Turan, and I'm the senior class treasurer. I am proud to present, on behalf of the class of 2022 to South Pasadena High School, the senior class gift, which is to restore the class of 1950 senior class gift, which was a painted curtain in the now Anderson Auditorium. It is tradition that this curtain would be displayed during homecoming, but unfortunately, due to its frail condition, it could not be unfurled in recent years. By restoring this beautiful curtain, we can return to our school traditions and give back to our past alumni's accomplishments and celebrations. It is through rebuilding a solid foundation that we can set a course for a successful future. By reinstituting the curtain, our school can fully celebrate every future homecoming for generations to come. We were able to give back due to your generosity and help. So on behalf of the senior class officers, we sincerely thank you. And now, I would like to bring up our Commissioner of Academics, Yuban Lee, for the announcement of our class valedictorian and salutatorian.
Got it. Yuban, here's the names, and the plaques are right under here.
Okay.
Just hand it to him.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm your class of 2021 to 2022 Commissioner of Academics. I have the honor of presenting this year's valedictorian and salutatorian. Your valedictorian is Chan Yu Kim. Please come up to receive your award. Please come up to receive your award.
There you go, right on top. There you go.
Awesome. Congrats, man. That's so good.
And your class salutatorian is Daniel Choi.
Awesome job.
Thank you.
Just go.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jaquan Santos, and I am the Senior Class Vice President. Our graduation ceremony is very quickly coming to a close. Parents and families, please remain seated until all of the graduates have exited the stadium. Family and friends will be able to meet them on the baseball field. Thank you everyone for joining us today on this very esteemed milestone in all of our lives. To all of my fellow graduates, please take a second to cherish this moment. Be proud of your accomplishments, and don't forget to thank those who have helped you along this journey. I truly cannot wait to see what our South Pasadena Tigers bring into this world. And finally, graduates of the class of 2022, as an official sign of your completion of high school, you may now move your tassel from right to left. Thank you, and congratulations to everybody. Now, may we all please rise for the alma mater. Woo!